Hi everyone, welcome to Dharma Herbs Dose of Dharma, and this is your dose of Dharma for today. So, I hope everyone had a very auspicious Chinese New Year for those who are Chinese. And today we're going to talk about overcoming conceit. Okay, because in the previous talks we have talked about understanding conceit and how to overcome it. Oh no, we haven't talked about how to overcome it. Okay, we have described about various types of possibility where conceit can arise. Isn't that so? Okay, so how do we overcome conceit? At the meditation level, because there are three levels of wisdom. One is the wisdom from hearing, where you listen to a Dharma talk or listen to your good friend, your good spiritual friend. They may give you some advice. Then immediately sometimes your problems get solved and you gain wisdom because of hearing from them. Then this is the wisdom from hearing. Okay. Then the second level of wisdom is wisdom from contemplating, which means after you listened, then you contemplate on the things that they said, and then after that contemplate about how you can apply it, and etc. Or even develop it. Okay. Then the third type of wisdom is the wisdom from mental development, or what we call meditation, or in Pali we call bhavana. Okay. So this kind of wisdom, you can only get this kind of wisdom through meditation and understanding the various truths and ultimate realities of life. And through this understanding, then we gain wisdom, and from this wisdom we manage to dispel ignorance. Okay, like that. So the ultimate level of eliminating conceit at its root is through the attainment of the arahantship, through the attainment of the arahant path and fruition. The arahant path and that consciousness will cut the root of conceit at its roots. That means when the consciousness of arahant path arises, then from that moment on, that being will no longer have the mind of conceit arising in their mind. Okay? And so only an arahant is fully free from conceit. So this one we have to understand. So don't force yourself and stress up yourself. I always have conceit, I always have conceit. Yes, definitely you will have conceit, because only arahants can get rid of conceit, can really eliminate conceit at its roots. Okay, so surely it will arise in our mind when we have unwise attention. Okay, but the thing is not to indulge in it at our levels. If you are not an arahant, they may arise, thoughts associated with it may arise. Just if you understand, you know about it, you're aware of it, just don't react to it, don't indulge in it, don't believe it. Okay? Anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit more coming back. So only with the arahant path knowledge, consciousness, then conceit can be totally eradicated. Okay? So what happened to us if we are not arahants now? And why should we eradicate, and why should we reduce it, since only arahant can so we wait until we are arahant, then we deal with it. Not like that, because conceit is also a cause of suffering now in our present life. Okay, whether you are working or whether you are meditating, if it arises, then there is a chance for us to suffer in the present moment. Okay, very simple. If you feel that you are a very important person, okay, or a very good meditator, or a very good monk or nun, then if you go somewhere and people don't respect you, you may get angry, isn't that so? So we may have conceit or pride because of our social status, because of what we are, and if we expect people to respect us because of that, and people don't do it, then we get angry. Now, are you happy when you're angry? No, right? Yeah. So there is mental suffering there. So in the present, if we know how to reduce the effects of conceit, then it is actually very helpful for us to build a better life, to avoid mistakes in life, actually. Like that. So one method that I want to share with everyone is from the first reflection of the Dasa Dhamma Sutta, which is the 10 reflections or the 10 Dhamma Suttas. Okay, these 10 Dhamma Suttas, these 10 Dhammas is to be reflected by monks and by practitioners every day. Okay, according to the teaching lah. Of course, not every monk may choose this as their reflection every day, but if they reflect on it, it's very good. Okay. So the first one, I am one with no more class. One who has ordained or gone forth should reflect this frequently. Okay, I am one with no more class. So last time in the Buddha's era, there was a very strict caste system. Okay, so people who are in the warrior and in the Brahmin caste, so they can sometimes they have different social norms compared to us at this time. So sometimes the warriors or the Brahmin caste, they cannot touch people from the untouchable class. Okay. And then they have a higher and lower class, like that, something like that. So when the Buddha gave this teaching and during that time, it's really a breakthrough, because I am one with no more caste. So that means everyone is equal. Even the untouchables, we can touch them already, because I'm one with no more class. Taking the spirit of this teaching, then actually we can also every day, because in Malaysia we recite this sutta every day, so that's why every time when we recite this, we can actually contemplate, oh, I am one with no more class. So whether you are from high class society, middle class society, or low class society, no need the class anymore. When we are learning Dharma, all of us are just human beings. We are just beings, all subject to old age, birth, old age, sickness, and death. What is there to be proud of? Nothing to be proud of. When death happens to us, we all need to go to the next life. Even if I dana a lot this life, there's nothing to be proud of. We can be happy about it, but we don't need to have conceit or arrogance or pride because of it, right? Because ultimately you may get a good reputation and all that, but when we die, we cannot bring all this name and fame with us, cannot. So what is the point of comparing between classes or castes? We don't have caste system here, but we have maybe like high class people or middle class people or low class people. So no need to be like that. We can reflect like that. And then when you reflect this every day, not one day, not 2 days, but every day, then you find that your sense and feeling of self-importance will diminish. day by day, day by day, day by day. And it's not like you are suppressing it or like you have become depressed or something like that. No, actually you gain more freedom from it because you understand that, oh, I no need to have any class anymore. So the defilements that may arise if people do not pay attention to your class will slowly diminish and may not arise anymore because of constantly contemplating on this teaching. I am one with no more class. One who has gone forth should reflect on this every day. So taking that spirit and practicing the spirit of this teaching, really, even if we are rich, whether we are quite well to do, or whether we have done a lot, or whether you are famous or not famous, really not that important anymore, isn't it so? Because we ultimately will be subject to birth, old age, sickness, and death, definitely. So with this teaching, if we can reflect on it every day, we will be living out the wisdom at the contemplation level. And then the more we do, one more bit of wisdom will give us one more bit of letting go. And when we can let go of that pride, let go of that sense of self-importance, let go of that self-advertisement, then we will not be subject to the sufferings that may be caused by conceit and pride and arrogance anymore. That's very wonderful, isn't that so? Huh? Okay, so hopefully today's sharing is beneficial to all of you and be able to be aware of the conceit mind and be able to overcome it, or at least not let it bring you a lot of suffering this very life until you attain path, fruition and nibbana. Okay, so with this I wish all of you well, peaceful, happy, and may the Triple Gem bless all of us to be able to attain path, fruition and nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.